Hello class, so it's me again, Engineer John Ray Pactoranan. So this time, ang pag-uusapan naman natin for this lecture video is all about the application of the moment area theorems using cantilever beams. Okay, so this is moment area method for cantilever beams class. So I prepare for examples for this video and susubukan natin class sagutan yon using the moment area theorems. So sige, simulan na natin class ang discussion. Excuse me lang. So according dito, for cantilever beams class, the slope and deflection of the point of the location of fixed support is zero. So therefore, the deviation of any point with respect to the tangent line drawn from the location of the fixed support is simply the deflection of the beam at the said point. Moreover, the area of MEI between any chosen point and the location of the fixed support class, no, is equal to the slope of that chosen point, no? So, according dito, the following examples will help us understand this concept. So, i-sketch ko muna class kung ano yung ibig sabihin ng aking binasa. So, halimbawa daw, meron tayong cantilever beam. So, ito yung ating beam class, sorry. Medyo pangit, no? Erase lang. Say for instance, ito siya. Tapos, drawing natin class yung kanyang elastic curve. Okay, no? So, of course, since this is fixed support class, diba, kapag fixed support, automatic ang slope natin ay 0, while the deflection nga ay 0. So, kapag kinonsider natin class yung tangent line, considering let's say point A ito, so dinodrawing ko class yung tangent line, diba, ang mga slope na 0 ay simply the horizontal line. So, ilalagay natin to as tangent line at fixed support. Okay? So, anong ibig sabihin nito, class, no? That the deviation, so nakalagay kasi dito, no? The deviation of any point with respect to the tangent line drawn from the location of the fixed support is simply the deflection of the beam at the said point. So, ang gusto niyang sabihin, class, ganito. Kapag meron tayong i-consider na random point B, so malamang sa elastic curve nandito siya. So, ito class, 'di ba? This will be the deflection at B. Okay, no? So this is the deflection at B. Nagkataon kasi na yung tangent line natin class ay horizontal. So ibig sabihin, the tangent at B is equal to the deviation, 'di ba? Pag sinabi nating deviation of point B with respect to the tangent at point A. So ito yung property class ng cantilever beam. So yung utilize natin na horizontal yung slope sa tangent line, kaya the deviation is equal to deflection. Pero kung gusto ko yun i-emphasize dito lang yon sa cantilever beam. Sa other types of beam, hindi yun pwede class. Okay? At the same time, yung magiging slope daw nung B is equal to yung area between AB all over EI. Okay, so ito yung properties. So what if hahanapin natin class yung deflection at C? Let's say ito na yung point C. So the deflection at C will be equal to the deviation at C palaging with respect to the slope at A. Okay, no? So kung saan yung fixed support, yun yung magiging pamantayan natin. And last time nga, na-discuss na natin kung paano hanapin ang change of slope ng ng dalawang points at the same time yung deviation ng isang point with respect to the tangent line drawn from the other point. Okay? So I hope nagegets nyo class itong concept natin or itong illustration. So sige, simulan natin yung example. Excuse me. So example number 5, consider the beam shown or loaded as shown below. So 30 kN per meter distributed load with 8 meter span. So unang tanong, determine the slope at A. Pangalawang tanong, determine the deflection at A. Pangatlo, determine the slope at B. Pang-apat, determine the deflection at B. Okay? So, sige. Punta tayo class sa OneNote. So in OneNote class, I already solved the reactions here kasi nga, simpleng cantilever beam din lang naman to. So of course, the vertical reaction will be 30 times 8 or 240 kilonewton. On the other hand, the moment reaction of the support is 960 kilonewton meter. So for the purpose of masiguro nyong tama yan, you may pause this video for a while to make sure na tama nga itong aking calculated na reactions. Okay? So ayan, na-solve na natin or ito na class, no? So kung naniniwala ka na class na yan talaga yung ating reactions, ang next step dito class, since geometric methods tayo, ay idodrawing na natin yung ating moment diagram by parts. Uulitin ko, sa pag-sketch ng moment diagram by parts, decision mo to class kung saan mo ilalagay ang line of fixity. Pwede mo siyang ilagay sa point A, pwede mo siyang ilagay sa point B, or pwede mo siyang ilagay sa point C. Depende yan sa inyo. Pwede nga dito between A and B. So kasi nga wala naman nagsasabing rule class na kung saan dito mo lang pwedeng ilagay yung line of fixity. Basta nandito sa span na to class. Okay? So sa pagkakataong ito, nakikita ko na magiging mas beneficial sa akin, no? Nakikita kong mas beneficial kung ilalagay ko siya sa point B. Bakit? Kasi class, basahin natin yung tanong. Yung letter A, what is the slope at A? So therefore, ang tinatanong dito, slope at A. Yung letter B, deflection at A. Letter C, slope at B. And letter D, deflection at B. Okay? So, 'di ba, ang deflection at A class is equal to the deviation of A, as I said, deviation of A yan with respect to the slope at C. So kung ito yung elastic curve natin class, nandito nga siya. So pag drawing natin yung tangent, nandito. Okay? So the horizontal line is the tangent line with respect sa point C. So therefore, the deflection at A is equal to the deviation of point A with respect to the tangent at C. Okay? So, deviation at A with respect to the C. And dito naman, deviation of B with respect at C. Since ito, point A, between point A to point C, ang ibig sabihin naman nito class, ang i-consider natin ay yung area, no? Between A and C. Okay? Tapos dito naman, ang i-consider lang natin ay area between B and C. Okay? So, I hope that is clear kasi nga ito yung dalawang points na i-consider. So, ang naisip ko, dito ako sa point B maglalagay ng fixity para mas madali. Pero explain ko tuloy kung bakit point B. Or siguro, simulan natin. So, this is the line of fixity. Point A, point B, point C. Yung may start drawing class, unahin natin itong 30 kilonewton times 4 or 30 kilonewton per meter. Multiplied natin ng 4. So, syempre, times 2 kasi yun yung magiging moment arm niya. 240 siya class. Okay? So, lagay natin siya dito. So, this will be negative siya, di ba? So, negative 240. And the degree of the curve is second degree. So, sunod, i-drawing naman natin class itong rectangular din. Pero yun din naman, parehas lang yan. This will be 30 times 4 times 2. Okay, 30 times 4 times 2 siya. Still, negative 240. So, ang magiging drawing natin yan pag ganito. Ayan. Of course, may i-consider din tayo class na concentrated moment. So, ito bang moment na 960, ang tanong ko sa inyo, is this a positive or negative moment? So, di ba, kung maalala nyo last time class, this 960 will be a negative moment, di ba? So, ilagay ko nga dito, positive, negative. Okay. Tapos, ito yung ating assumed fixed load. Fixed support. So, ang positive nga dito, counterclockwise sa kaliwa, clockwise sa kanan, kapag baliktad naman. Okay? So, therefore, since this is a clockwise moment, and the moment is at the right, no, syempre, ito, left and right, nasa kanan siya class ni assume fix or ni line of fixity na point B. So, this will be a negative moment. So, negative 960 siya class. So, lagay natin. And since, di ba nga, pag moment, this must be a rectangular load. Okay? So, nandito siya. So, lagay natin as negative 960. And lastly, meron pa tayong upward load na i-consider. So, yung 240, multiplied lang natin ng 4 meter class. So, magiging 960 siya. Okay, so lagay natin siya dito as 960. Okay, so ito siya. Ayan. So ito na class ang moment diagram by parts na ng ating beam. So ulitin ko bakit point B yung pinili ko. Kasi class, for question letter B, ang i-consider ko nga is area between A to C. And kung titingnan ko, by inspection, kaya kong makompute yung area ni A to B, kaya ko rin malaman yung center of gravity niya. Itong triangle na to, kaya ko siya. Then dito rin, itong spandrel. So, I forgot to place the degrees. This is a second degree, first degree. And lalo na itong rectangle. Kapag pinili mo kasi class yung point A, no, or kapag pinili mo yung point C, you may try it by yourself, mahirap yung moment diagram by parts na makikreate niya. So ako, ang pinili ko nga is point B. So this is a matter of practicing class kung saan yung best point, kung saan natin ma-solve yung mga questions. Okay? So ako, pinili ko yung point B para nga hindi masyadong complicated yung areas natin. Okay? So sige, simulan na natin class yung computation. So yung unang tanong, determine the slope at A. Sige. Ayan. Letter A. Slope at A. So ang una kong gagawin class is hahanapin ko muna yung EI, slope from A to C. Or pwede mo nga itong baliktarin class, no? EI ng slope from A to C. Before pala nito, gusto ko palang i-point out na since this is a fixed support, malamang the slope at C is 0. At the same time class, no, the deflection at C is equal to 0. So parehas yan 0. Maalala nyo sa double integration method nga, ang tawag natin dito ay boundary conditions. Okay? So EI from A to C is simply equal to from area of the moment diagram A to C. Okay? So all we need to do is to compute the total area. So unahin ko muna itong spandrel from A to B. So since ang i-consider pala natin is from point A to point C. So technically, lahat sila class. Okay, no? So lahat na ito i-consider natin. So unahin natin as 1/2 o 1/3 dun sa spandrel 4 times negative 240. I am referring class to this one. Okay? So next tayo, itong triangle na nasa taas, no? Plus 1/2 ng 4 ang base, ang height niya ay 960. So check nga natin siya. Yes, ito, 4 times 960. Next, itong spandrel na ulit ito class. So that will be equal to 1/3 for spandrel ng 4 negative 240 ulit. And lastly, for the rectangular one, 4 lang to times negative 960. So ito na class, mako-compute na natin to. So you may use your calculator nga, pero sige, lagay ko na dito yung aking calculator. So this will be 1/3 times 4 negative 240 tapos plus 1/2 times 4 960 plus 1/3 times 4 negative 240, right? So, plus 4 negative 960. So, ang sagot natin is negative 2560. So, negative 2560. So, therefore, pwede natin masabi class na yung theta from A to C is equal to negative 2560 over EI. Pero hindi pa to class yung slope at A. Gusto ko lang i-emphasize na hindi pa rin ito ang slope at A. So bakit? Kasi class, ang formula talaga for theta, ilagay natin dito no, yung formula talaga from theta A to C, no, this must be, alin ba yung nasa kanan? So tandaan nyo to, no, this is just the difference of the slope of 2 points. So alin ba yung nasa kanan na point? Theta C minus theta A. So always right point minus left point. Gusto ko i-emphasize right point minus left point. So therefore, isulat natin yan, theta C minus theta A. Okay, so kung babalikan nga natin, no, yung discussion, gusto ko kasi talaga yun bigyan ng emphasis, nandito siya. Yung theta B to A is always the slope muna at B minus the slope at A. Palaging yung nasa kanan minus yung nasa kaliwa. Okay, so I hope that is clear. Since yung right natin is yung C, so theta C minus theta A. So alam nyo naman class na yung theta C nga natin dito ay 0. Okay, so pag sinubstitute nyo to, magiging negative 2560 over EI. So that is equal to 0 minus theta A. Gusto ko lang kasi class i-point out na dapat ang slope at A natin ay hindi negative but instead maging positive. So 2560 over EI dapat class ang ating slope. So gusto kong i-reflect natin class sa drawing natin kung tama bang positive. So kung ito yung elastic curve, 'di ba? Malamang yung slope natin at A, ito siya. 'Di ba? So this will be the slope at A. Eh kung maalala nyo from the double integration method class, this kind of slope is considered to be the positive slope, right? While kasi nga sa analytic geometry, this is a positive slope, while this one is the negative slope. So dapat nagre-reflect sa drawing mo in the first place. Okay? So I hope that is clear. So yun, ganun lang siya class. So dapat maging positive siya kasi nga dapat itong sinob lang natin is the difference in slope from A to C. Pero yung mismong slope at A is positive 2560 over EI. So ito dapat ang final answer. So for letter B, no? Sa letter B naman, ang tinatanong is the deflection at A. Well, of course, as I said doon sa introduction, for cantilever beam, cantilever lang to ang mangyayari, the deflection at A is equal to the deviation of that point A with respect to the slope drawn from the fixed support or point C. Okay, so ito yung hahanapin natin. And based nga dito sa drawing class, 'di ba? Yung point A natin is nasa baba, ito yung tangent, no? Ito yung tangent. Tapos ito yung magiging point A. So yung point A natin ay nasa baba, so dapat negative siya. Which is dapat ina-expect natin na yun yung sagot. So tingnan natin kung magne-negative ito class. So check lang natin. So therefore, sulat na lang natin na EI, deviation of A with respect to C. So, di ba nga dapat lahat ng centroid natin with respect sa point A. So, that will be equal to, unahin ko muna tong spandrel natin na 1/3 times 4, negative 240. Multiplied natin class. So, considering point A, yung center of gravity niya is located here, di ba? So, lagay ko nga yung mga centroids nila, no? Sabihin natin dito, dito siya, and nandito. So, the center of gravity of this first one is 3/4, di ba? Maalala niyo sa spandrel natin, magiging 3/4 dapat siya. And this is 4 meters class, so therefore, 3/4 ng 4. Next tayo. So, next tayo, this triangle, no? I am referring to this triangle. 1/2 ng 4 times 960. Tapos, yung moment arm niya sa pagkakataong ito class ay magiging, so 4 meters ito, tapos dapat 1/3 ng 4, di ba? So, kasi ito yung center, 1/3 ito ng 4, so plus 4 meters. Okay? So, 4 plus 1/3 ng 4. So, next tayo, for another spandrel, 1/3 ng 4 times negative 240. So, di ba? Ito siya for negative 240. Ang mangyayari, yung distance niya from point A, kasi yun yung reference point natin, is 4 meter plus another 1/4 ng 4. Okay? So, I hope that is clear. 4 meter plus 1/4 ng 4. So, lastly, the rectangular, that is equal to 4 times negative 960. So, I am referring to this one, no, to the rectangular one. Ang mangyayari, magiging 4 meter plus kalahati ng 4 meter. Okay? So, lagay lang natin 4 meter plus 1/2 ng 4 meter. Okay, so pag kinompute natin, ang gawin lang natin, salpak ko na lang siya. Automatic ito, 3/4 ng fourth ay 3. So, lagay ko nga as times 3. So, kaya naman natin siyang mentalin, no? Ito naman, magiging times 4 plus 4/3. So, yun. Okay. So, next, dito naman, sa part na to, 1/3 times 4 times negative 240. Ang kanyang moment arm class ay 4, 1/4 ng 4 ay 5. Diba? I am referring to this one. Sorry, I am referring to this one. And lastly, dito naman tayo, 4 plus 1/2 ng 4, simply 6 lang to. Okay? So, ang sagot natin is negative 15,360. So, negative 15,360. So, therefore, pwede natin dito class sabihin na yung deviation of A with respect to the slope at C is negative 15,360 over EI. So, yun na. And pwede na nga natin dito class i-conclude na yung deflection at A is equal to negative 15,360 all over EI, which is tama nga siya based sa pagre-reflect natin kanina na dapat negative siya dahil nasa baba siya. Okay, so I hope that is clear. So, i-box lang natin siya. Next tayo class, ang tanong is, what is the slope at B? So, therefore, tutok naman tayo class for the slope at B. Sige, sulat natin siya. Letter C. What is the slope at B? So this time, para mahanap natin to class, dapat palaging reference nyo nga yung ating fixed support. So ang una ko munang hahanapin is the change in slope in B and C. Okay, no? So kung kanina, ang kinonsider lang natin is yung A to C, dito naman, B to C class ang i-consider natin. So slope in B to C, which is, ano nga to, di ba? EI siya dapat. Sorry. So EI ng B to C, ang gagawin lang natin, area lang naman to class from B to C. So sa pagkakataong ito class, no, ito lang from point B to point C ang i-consider natin. I-ignore na natin class itong spandrel dito. So I hope that is clear. No, kasi nga since change of slope na, B to C na lang ang i-consider natin. So sige, sumukan na natin siyang computein. Ito lang naman, unahin na muna natin yung triangle. So the triangle will be 1/2 ng 4 times 960. Sunod natin yung spandrel, 1/3 ng 4, tapos negative 240. And yun nga no, kasi I am referring to this first two. And lastly, for the rectangular part, no, ano lang, 4 times negative 960. 4 times negative 960. So if we calculate that one class, ang mangyayari is 1/2 ng 4 times 960 plus 1/3 ng 4 times negative 240 plus 4 negative 960. Okay, so ang sagot natin ay negative 2,240. Or pwede nga natin ditong i-conclude na yung theta, B and C is negative 2,240 all over EI. But still, this is not the correct answer nga class kasi nga, ang ibig sabihin ni theta, B to C is always slope muna class sa kanan minus slope sa kaliwa. So, di ba nga, considering point B to C, yung nasa kanan ay yung C, yung nasa kaliwa is yung point B. So, therefore, ang gagawin lang natin, substitute natin siya as negative 2240 over EI is equal to the slope at C is 0 minus theta B. So, pwede na natin class sabihin na yung theta B talaga class ay positive 2,240 over EI. Okay? So, ito na yung sagot natin and we can reflect to the elastic curve class, no? So, kung nandito yung elastic curve natin, ito yung ating theta B. So, ay ito yung ating point B, malamang ito yung slope niya. This is still increasing, no? So, that is a positive slope class. Okay? So, sige. Um, Last question tayo for letter D. What is the deflection at D? at B, sorry. So, deflection at B equals unknown. So, ito na nga, kung titingnan natin class, ito yung deflection at B, and ito nga yung ating tangent na horizontal. So, therefore, ang kalalabasan class is the deflection at B is equal to the deviation of B with respect to the slope at C. Palagi nga class na with respect to the slope of the fixed support kasi nga yung slope niya palaging horizontal. Okay, so I hope that is clear kung bakit palagi natin pinipili na fixed support. Sige, simulan na natin class yung pagsosolve, which is ang gagawin mo lang naman is EI ng deviation of B with respect to C is equal to the area between B and C lang multiplied mo ng centroid with respect sa B. 'Di ba? Kasi yung point B yung unang nakasulat. So therefore, ang i-consider lang ulit natin na areas class ay itong tatlo. Kasi itong tatlo lang naman yung nasa gitna ni B and ni C. Okay? So I hope that is clear. So sige, simulan na natin dun sa rectangle at triangle 1/2 ng 4 times 960. Yung center of gravity niya class, with respect dito sa point B, ito lang siya, that is 1/3 of 4. Tama ba? Yes, that will be 1/3 of 4. Next tayo, yung spandrel, 1/3 ng 4 times negative 240. So, the spandrel will be 1/4 of 4 ba? Check natin. Which is dapat lang, no? So, ito yung center of gravity niya. Yes, this will be 1/4 of the length or 1/4 of 4. So, lastly, for the rectangle, no? 4 times negative 960. So, that will be equal to 1/2 ng 4. Diba? Kasi nga, ito, automatic kalahati siya ni 4. So, therefore, pag kinompute natin to class, no, ang magiging EI, deviation of B, with respect to C ay equal sa, so, sige, lagyan na lang natin to class ng mga centroids, times 1/3 ng 4, edi 4/3 to. So, ine-edit ko na lang siya. 1/4, 4, 240 times 1/4 ng 4, edi 1, di ba? Ito no, 1/4 ng 4, edi 1. So lastly, 4 times negative 960 times 2 kasi 1/2 ng 4 is 2. So therefore, ang magiging sagot is negative 5,440. So, pwede mo rin i-conclude na yung deviation ng B with respect sa slope at C is negative 5,440 all over EI. So since sa deflection nga, the deflection is equal to the deviation class, pwede na rin natin dito ang makonclude that the deflection at B is equal to negative 5,440 all over EI, which is nagre-reflect nga siya class dahil kung titingnan nyo yung ating drawing kanina, the deflection is downward, so therefore this must be negative. Okay, no? So balikan natin. Diba? Ito yung drawing natin for the deflection at B. This is negative because downward siya. So, na-solve na natin class lahat ng mga tinatanong. So, let's summarize this one. So, to summarize, yung unang tanong is the slope at A. So, the slope at A is equal to, nasaan siya? It must be positive, no? So, 2560 over AI. So, 2560 over AI. Pangalawa is the deflection at A. So, yung deflection at A natin class ay negative 15,360 over EI. Negative 15,360 over EI. Pangatlong tanong is the slope at B. So, the slope is 2,240 over EI. And lastly, the deflection at B, no? The deflection at B is negative 5,440 all over EI. So, ito na class yung ating mga sagot using the moment area theorem. Okay? So, I hope may natutunan kayo dito sa ating first example for cantilever beam. So, if you want to master this one, I still prepare 3 another examples class. So, nandito siya. This is just example number 1. So, meron ulit tayong example number 2. And dito rin, isosolve na natin class paano yung mga non-prismatic, which is pag yung moment area method, mas madali siya as compared sa double integration. Okay? So ulitin ko na lang, I hope may natutunan kayo sa ating discussions and thank you so much for listening to me. So yun lang class, bye-bye and ingat na lang sa lahat.